Hi, it's Jerry with I Love RV Life. There are times when we need to be able to charge up the devices that we use on a day-to-day basis in our RV travels. A phone, a tablet, a hotspot. And I like using these big, heavy power stations. We've looked at a bunch of them and they're absolutely fantastic. But there's those day trips or short trips to where I don't need this big, heavy, bulky thing to be able to carry around. We're at the beach. We're at the ballpark all day doing travel ball, or maybe it's just a quick overnight or two-night camping trip that we're just going out with some friends. And I have found a solution. This is a SolarPowa 20 by BigBlue. It is a solar panel with 2 built-in USB ports. It's a sunny day. We're going to try this out. Hi, it's Jerry. We are always looking for other types of power solutions to keep our devices operating. I mentioned we've used these power stations for the past several years. We've got several of them that we've tried. Large units, small units, light units, extremely heavy units. The heavier the better if you've got a lot of things to be able to run, but sometimes heavy and large isn't what we need. We just need something small, lightweight, portable, solar powered to be able to keep certain devices operational. And I found a solution I can't wait to try. This is a SolarPowa 20 by BigBlue. We've looked at BigBlue power stations before. Matter of fact, it was the very first power station that we looked at. They contacted us and said, we've got a neat little product here that we want you to try. You want to give it a, you want to evaluate it and give it a chance. So that's exactly what we're going to do. This is really neat. Here's one of the great benefits. This thing weighs, and this is, I've got it in the box here. The panel only weighs 1.5 pounds. That's number one. Number two, it has 2 USB 2.5 amp charging ports that's on it. That's all it does. It only has 2 USB ports. Why would that be helpful? Well, for our application, we go down to Florida probably 4 or 5 times a year. We'll spend a couple weeks down there. Beach time is involved. And of course, what happens at the beach, we've got a boom box going with Bluetooth and a cell phone going to it, or everybody's out there texting and doing stuff, and we're out there all day, 10 o'clock in the morning until they run us off at 7 o'clock at night, and the phones die. Or we bring a hotspot so somebody can do stuff with a tablet, or the tablet dies, on and on and on. You follow me. You've all gone through that. We can take those little power brick chargers, those little small ones, but usually they're only good for maybe a phone or 2, depending on the size. And then, of course, we might have several people down there who need something, and we wanted a solar solution. We've been looking at alternatives for a while, and then BigBlue contacted us with this Solar 20. Again, it's got 2 ports on it, that's all it's got, and they're USB ports, 2.5 amps, your typical type of a charger. It's a pretty sunny day today. We're going to give this thing a shot, but let me show you what it looks like. I'm going to open it up in the box here. Of course, it comes with, the handy dandy book. It comes with one USB port. It's a USB-C to USB-C, so it's, the small one. And then, you're not going to believe this. This is the panel. This is all there is to it. It snaps like this, and then you open it up. Let me get all the packing out of it. And this is the panel. This is all there is to it. Isn't that something? A couple of ways that you can use it. It's got, I call it a kickstand, that you can set it down on the ground, and angle it at the sun. Angling at the sun is a good thing. You want to make sure you get maximum sun distance on it. It also has these eyelets that are here on the back. So one of the things that we're thinking about doing, especially when we go to the beach, we carry one of those big 12 by 12 pop-up tents, and we're just going to hang this thing on the side and let everybody plug up to it and charge up their phones and keep the hotspot going so we can enjoy all of our tunes and those types of things. And then here's where the magic occurs right here. It's this little device right here that you see. This is the actual charge controller, and it's going to be kind of hard to make out here in the video, but on top, if this shows, I'll try to do a close-up here, as close as I can get to it. You can see the USB ports that are located up here. We have two different ports. I'm going to see if I can get the little rubber protectors out of it. We've got the small USB-C and then a standard B that are located on here. They're both 2.5 amps though. They're the same thing. So again, you know, if you're getting the new iPhones now, their chargers are little USB-C to USB-C. So this is already equipped for that. You don't have to go out and buy something else. And if you've just got the standard phones and Androids and those types of things, then you know, you can accommodate whatever type of connection that you got. But isn't that, look at that. I mean, you know, I'll just kind of show you how big it is. It's pretty small. And I'm excited about giving it a try. It's a small, simple product. It's not a whole lot to it. And I think this test will be relatively simple. Let me show you what I'm going to be charging. So I've just about killed everything that I've got. It's dead. So this is a Samsung standard Android phone. I think this is an 8 Plus. It's dead. I've run it down to nothing. And then I've got a Samsung tablet here. And this tablet is currently at 27%, so that's pretty low. And we're going to hook both of these up, set this out in the sun, and just see how it's going to behave. Let's go outside and see what it's going to do. Okay, so we're outside. This is going to be, I'll just call this a typical day, so I think this will be perfect. It's not a perfectly sunny day. Clouds are going to go in and out. That's actually, I think, the best way to be able to test one of these. Here's what it looks like. So you can see, you know, we've got some clouds going in and out. The sun's going to shine, the sun's not going to shine. And here's what I'm going to do as far as the setup. I'm just going to set it here on the driveway. I'm going to hook these two guys up here real quick. All right, I just heard a buzz. This is completely dead. So I'm seeing if you can make it out. I'm not sure if the sun is going to block it here, but the little lightning bolt has just come up. Pull the tablet up here. And it's going to be hard to see out here in this bright sunlight. There we go. I just saw the lightning bolt pop up. All right, this one's at 27%. The phone is completely dead. All right, you see I'm casting a shadow here. And I've got both of these hooked up at this stage. Good news is the clouds have broke away. So there's our bright sun right there. And we're just going to see how this guy is going to perform. All right, I'll see you in a couple hours. Well, for solar to work, we need something very important, and that's called sun. And we have had a challenge today, that's for sure. So hooray, the big black cloud that has been plaguing me for the past hour is gone, and we got that big bright sun out again. All right, I've kind of orientated the solar panel to get the best sun, and it looks like we'll probably have about a good 30-45 minutes, maybe even an hour. It's just, I've been putting up with this all week. So about another hour. Again, we've been running about an hour and a half or so, and the cell phone went from nothing to about almost 50%. So we're getting there. And maybe another good 45 minutes or so, we'll see where we'll be at. This is just the way solar works. So, you know, if we can get a good charge with a couple hours of moderate sun, hey, I think this will be a good test. Okay, we have been going for about 3 hours now, and the sun has been okay. I think this is really, I mean, I could show you what it would look like on a bright sunny day. I mean, this is what we're putting up with, just, you know, streaks of clouds. The sun's out now, it's pretty bright. But, you know, 3 hours, I think that's a good test to actually see how something like this is going to behave. All right, it's been sitting here in the driveway for 3 solid hours. Let's just take it inside and see what the results are where we can actually see the screens. I think this is really an ideal environment. This is practical. We don't always have sunny days. I would say we were running probably the brightest sun maybe half the time, and then we would have slight overcast to black clouds. So that's kind of what today looks like. So does it work? The answer is yes. This phone was completely dead. And after 3 hours, if you can make this out, it's at 63%. That's not bad. 63% from, you know, stone dead, and the panel was really working really hard just to try to work at all. And this was running, I think, in the, I think it was 26, 27%, and it's at 81%. Now, you know, I'm getting text messages on here while this is going on. It's reading my emails. So the phones are working. you know, even though I'm not making phone calls or anything on it, there's still background processes that were going on during the phone as well. So again, this is real world practical application. And look at this package. I mean, look at this, you know, compared to a phone, you know, that's as big as it is compared to a phone. I think it's really an amazing little product. 2 little snaps. It opens up, hang it, set it up using the, you know, the little foot on the back. And then, you know, your 2 USB connections, a C and then your standard B are here on the back. Well, I would like to thank BigBlue for giving us this panel to evaluate. I'm pretty pleased with it. You will probably see in the future when Joan and I go to the beach down in Florida, you'll probably see this guy hanging off the side of the tent quite often. Because this is just a perfect application when we don't have to take the big heavy power station down there for just the simple thing of keeping the phones working and keeping our hotspot working and that kind of stuff. So again, I'm going to put some links in the description today how you can get this product today. From time to time, we're able to show discounts. I will make an attempt to keep those up as often as possible. You can also go out to ilovervlife.com. Look at today's blog. I'll have some additional information as far as printing out the specs for you so you can see what this device is. Look at the cost currently at the time of this blog. These prices go up and down from time to time depending on availability. And again, I'll do my best to keep the discounts available as I'm able to receive them. They come in all kinds of forms and there's specials all the time that pop up that give some discounts and those types of things when they're available. I'll make sure I put those on there. Thank you again, BigBlue, for providing today's product. These are fun things to do. They're a little different than what we normally show. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. And I will continue to try to find products like this to help you enjoy your RV lifestyle. And if you haven't subscribed, we would love to have you as a subscriber. Hit that bell so you can get that ding when we do new content. Thank you again for watching. I love RV life. I like doing the product reviews too. See you soon.